Okay, Miss Beams. We are done with the amendments, and I'll just walk you through it. So as you can see, this is we've amended the buttons here. So what you have here is now get 14 days slimmer, get see customer reviews, get 2,000 naira discount, and click here now. Now get 14 days slimmer. We're supposed to add formula here, but because there's a limited number of tests that place can take, so we just have to put get 14 days slimmer. And once you click on get 14 days slimmer, the moment you click on it, this is what you see. The picture of the lady that you requested is there, and then the the chatbot pulls up this other information. Thanks for your order, tummy fat, and all that and all that. Then you can grab our amazing 14-day slimming formula for just 8,000 naira. You requested the price to be there with free delivery. To order, kindly answer the following question. So the person puts his phone number. Okay, 1 minute. So I'm gonna type a phone number. Right, and then once I put in the phone number, it asks for delivery address 9 Oko Street, at Jegunle. Okay, I put in the delivery address. Then the system is going to ask me, thanks for ordering our amazing 14 days limit formula. Would you want to save 2,000 naira when you want 2 packs, or save 4,000 naira when you buy 3 packs? All right, so I'm going to choose yes. If I choose yes for this, then of course it's going to pull that write up, right? This is the picture of the upsell. And then I also have a write up telling them, do you know you can save 2,000 naira when you want 2 packs today, or save 4,000 naira when you buy 3 packs today? I think in the final, when I'm exporting this for you, I'm just going to change that to want to buy. I think it's yeah, so I'm just going to change that 2 packs to buy. All right, so it's not a problem. So to get the discounts, kindly fill the following details. So what we're going to do is that when we're tying your Google form, I'm going to have one Google form at the front. That's the first one. They enter their details is the first one, but there's going to be a second Google form where which we are going to input here, so that all the details from here will go there. So the idea is that anybody who's filling that particular form are those who wants to get product. Like, let me show you now. On this particular Google form, in the first Google form just says put your name and phone number and delivery address. This one will ask me for name, my phone number. Let's try put it. Once I finish putting it, the next thing is going to ask me is my address, Jerry Rollins Street, for instance. I put Jerry Rollins Street. The next thing is going to ask me is how many packs do I want, so I put 2. And once I enter it, it's going to now ask, it's going to pull up, it's going to save that particular information there. You see the way it is. It's going to save. So there's a different Google form where this one will go, and then there's another one where which we're going to have on top, where in case the person is just ordering only one, that's where the form will go. So let me take you to the next option here, so you get to see exactly the second button here. Customer reviews is also where you wanted some changes, and we've also added it. Now when the customer clicks on that customer review, this is what he's going to see. It's going to see those testimonials. You can see we even added names. We say amazing results in 14 days for Mrs. Biola Wale Abuja. He has my internet is not loading up, but it has one of those pictures. One of those pictures that you sent. It has it. The internet is a little bit slow, but that's it. And you see that the chatbot is still typing. So the idea is that it sends one of those pictures. Okay, boom, this is it. So the idea is that this is it. Okay, let me show you. So once the customer wants to see the customer review, the first one is this first picture. It has not loaded, but it's one of the pictures, right? It says amazing results in 14 days from Miss Biola. The first picture, Mrs. Halima Waziri, Lagos, showing off her results after 2 weeks. So I just formulated some names, some Nigerian names, and added there. That's the second one. Then you now have Miss Linda Okoye from Ibadan show off her results. You see that. And then at the end, and I said, do you know you can save 2,000 naira when you want 2 packs and 4,000 when you buy 3 packs? To get the discount, fill the following information. We'll still collect details here. So this is where I will still put the discount form that I'm going to create. That is the form where all these details that they're entering will be saved. This is where I'm going to create. I'm going to put it. So when I'm exporting the final version, I'm going to have I'm going to add, or rather I'm going to need you to create 2 Gmail accounts, and then you're going to send me the details of those Gmail accounts. So with those Gmail accounts, I'm going to create Google Forms where we're going to link all this stuff. By the way, see the picture that the internet was not allowing it to load. This is the one here. So let me click on the get 2,000 naira discount. If I click on get 2,000 discount, it will pull that that right up. The offer. This is it. Once I put it, it will pull up this offer, and then the same thing. It will tell them about the discount, upsell them, and still collect their data. So I've done it like so that in every way we are collecting data, so we don't miss the data of those who are engaging with our chatbot. Now the final option, like you requested, was the FAQ, and we've also done that. We've added a new button. Let me go there. Try to go up, where you have the options. So yeah, so we've added a new button. This is the new button, and the new button is, do you have a question? Click here now. So the idea is that the client has any question, he can click here. If he clicks here, this is the information the client will see. All right, so the FAQ pops up. First, the reason why we didn't add all the FAQs is not so that the thing is not so long, and secondly, there's even a limited amount of text, because remember it's Facebook Messenger, it's not Microsoft Word or something, so there's even a limited amount of text that you can take. But the idea is that the client goes through this FAQ. This is the FAQ that you sent, and then if the client reads through it and he has an option to say, oh, I still have questions. If he says I still have questions, he will click here. If he clicks here, the second part of the FAQ will load up. All right, 1 minute. Is the internet. The internet is messing up this morning. But once he clicks here, it's supposed to have the second part of that FAQ. Okay, boom, this is it. So the second part is where he talks about delivery, any side effect, blah blah blah, then the client reads through it, and the client now still has an option to say, oh, I still have questions. If he still has, he clicks on it, then the third part of the FAQ will load up quickly. This will bring up the third part of the FAQ now shortly. Okay, the third part of the FAQ will load up, and the client will be able to see any other information that he or she wants. So you can see the FAQs are here. The FAQ. Okay, boom. That's the third part of the FAQ. So it says, does this one addresses where you say, does it enhance fertility, POS, and so on and so forth. Now, what I now did was that if after they go through these ones, they are still not satisfied, then they can WhatsApp your number. You can see that is your number here. So if they have any other question apart from all these ones we've answered, they can WhatsApp your number. So that is that. I hope it addresses and meets what you want. What is just remaining right now is you. If this is okay, so we'll just export it. So two things you're going to need is just create two Gmail accounts, maybe Gmail accounts that you are not using, or if you don't have, we can create for you. It's not a problem. We just need the Gmail account so that we can create the Google form where this information, the data that we are capturing will be stored. And after your payment, when we are tying your chatbot to your page, I will let you know exactly your how to export your data. All right, how to export your data. I'll let you know exactly how to do that. So it's very, very simple. So once that is done, then we are good to go. All right. So I hope that you take. I'm sure this has probably addressed everything. Um, when we are giving you the final, the only thing I need to change is that if you want and if you buy, I'll just change that want to buy. That's all. That's it. So thank you so much. I hope it addresses all you want, and we look forward to exporting these and putting it to work. And let's see how it goes. All right. Have a blessed day.